What's going on, everybody? It's going to be a slow night tonight because we were not pushing this webinar this week. So I'm going live on Facebook, or no, on YouTube. And we're going to see how it goes. Never done that before, so why not just stream it live and see. See if it's working here. And see. There we go. So guys, up in Minneapolis, Blanca and I, we're Sean and Blanca, are going to be building eXp like gangbusters. And we're going to be doing this nationally. We're going to be doing this across the nation and even into other nations and other languages very soon. Currently, we have only about 7 or 8 agents, and we're building our third level. So actually, we've been in for just 2-3 months now. We've got almost 300 shares of stock. So we're going to get this thing rolling, and I'm going to go through it pretty quickly tonight just because we don't have a lot of attendance on here. So basically, just to kind of show everyone who we are, we're a married couple out of Minneapolis. We did 20 million in 2018, sold about 77 homes. And I just tell you guys this just to kind of let you know that we're full-time agents. We're doing pretty good in the business. And we made the switch over to eXp right on the top of our game. So it wasn't just like, oh, some struggling agent coming in here just to try to get a lower split. We actually did this with a strategy and very intentional. So with our team, we build our business pretty much organically. I'm from Minnesota. Blanca's from Mexico. We're bilingual. So we've been married for 13 years. We've been selling real estate for, like I said, 13 of those years. And my background is in technology. Blanca actually has a law background from Mexico. And so we also run a Mercy House, Minneapolis. It's like a safe house for women that are coming out of human trafficking, domestic abuse, and violence and poverty. So that's something we do with our real estate dollars. And that's kind of, who we are. So moving along, what we're going to look at and talk to you guys about is that most of the time agents are looking for these things. This is something that, we think this is the most important thing for agents. If you guys have any other ideas, just put them in the comments below. I'd be happy to add this to my presentation. So the first one is the model that helps real estate agents sell more real estate. Okay, that's really what our key is for anything you do in real estate, to sell more real estate, number one. And then number two, we're looking for a fair split that allows us to keep most of our commission or sometimes all of it, okay? eXp is going to be showing you guys all these details coming up. You guys also want to partner with a broker that has influence. And, you don't want to be with some no-name company that's not going anywhere. So we get that. The ability to build a team or be on a team, right? You guys want to have that framework to do that and to do those things. Also, you want to be able to access training and support. You also want to have a culture of success. And then you also, as an agent, you need the tools to produce leads if you want to generate leads, okay? That's what we think that typically agents, this is what they're looking for out there, okay? Now, on the next slide, we're going to be talking about what you might be needing to think about in addition to those things, okay? Now, agents, what is your exit strategy for retirement? Okay, a lot of people don't really have it, okay? So we've been in the business for 13 years, and I can tell you, we do not own tons of properties yet. We do not own tons of stocks. Maybe that's our fault, but you know what? This model is going to give us a way to do that, and you're gonna see why coming up. Now, you need to start leveraging real estate like an owner, not just some sales guy who chases commission month after month, year after year. If you're an owner, you're going to have a lot more options, and so we're going to keep talking about that. And if you build a team, inevitably, your teammates, your team members might leave you. And so what happens when they do leave you? You need to consider that when you're looking at this model, because that's one of the key ingredients of eXp, okay? Then if you have you been properly awarded for your achievements in real estate, okay? Like at RE/MAX, we got the, what's it called? The Hall of Fame Award, which means we made $1 million with RE/MAX, and they gave me a 50-cent little pin, okay? Now, I was still happy that I made $1 million, but I think that that's not the greatest compensation for selling that much in a number of years. So anyway, we're going to talk about awards and what we can do over here. Also, does your current broker offer you awards for promoting their brand and getting new agents to jump onto their team? I doubt it, right? Now, also lastly, do you have the ability to own stocks or earn stocks? All right. So we're going to cover these things today. I want you guys to think about those things. So our goal is that you keep an open mind for the future of real estate. It's not about whose broker is better. You know, we're not going to ever bash anyone else's broker. You're never going to hear that. And I've never heard that in eXp yet. So it's something I like about the culture. We're going to talk about where this industry is headed. And then a common theme throughout the place here is going to say, you know, is real estate sales alone sustainable for you? So like in 10, 15 years, are you going to be able to maintain this income consistently? And that's tricky. Even if you're a good agent, that can be tricky at times. So what we're going to cover, who is eXp, their business model. We're going to look at the eXp world. You all know that this is a virtual world, and we have cloud-based solutions. And then we're going to look at what it's like to join eXp and, of course, how we make the money here. So Glenn Sanford is the founder of eXp. He really got started in 2002 with a lot of startup companies back in the tech days of the early 2000s. He joined real estate, and in his 4th year, he sold $60 million. I think he worked with Keller Williams. And so he was really killing it. And he had the whole internet thing going on. He was getting a lot of leads early on in his career. But then when the market crashed, he founded eXp Realty. And he didn't know if it was going to work or not. So he just rolled with it. Really, no one knew about it for a number of years. And then finally in 2016 and 2017, it really started catching up. And so if you guys want to do some research, I cut out a lot of the slides tonight to keep it short, but there's tons of awards we've gotten. Most innovative broker, you know, Glassdoor, best place to work. There's a lot of different things you guys can check out on your own. But anyway, so this is the Real Trends. I don't know if you guys know what Real Trends is, but we're actually number 7 on the power brokers in America. So we're 7th largest broker in the US. A lot of people don't know that. This is our core values. And I like to just focus on one. It's called sustainability, right? Now, their version of sustainability, they say, you know, to be a good financial steward of the environment, the organization, and our families. But my version of sustainability is, how am I going to stay in this business and keep and maintain a really, really good income for years and years and years, and eventually have a residual income once I build it. Okay, so that's my version of sustainability. And then also we have explosive growth. Okay, so like I said, it started off very slow, but as you can see the bar curve right in 2016, it really started flying. And now there's about 1,000 to 1,500 agents joining eXp every single month, guys. We just passed 16,000 agents. So we're growing 60 times faster than Keller Williams that grew in their heyday. All right, so pretty soon we're going to be passing 100,000 agents, 200,000 agents. And what I like to say is that this whole thing is about positioning. That's why I jumped on board, even though I was at the top of my career with RE/MAX. All right, so the business model, what does it look like? I like to compare it to the disruption in the industry of just like Blockbuster versus Netflix, Amazon versus Circuit City, and all the big box retailers. It didn't take them long to take those companies out. eXp is doing the exact same thing with traditional brick and mortar brokerages, guys. And so why is this? Okay, how is that possible? Well, if you look at Uber, what they did is they took a simple model and they removed all the bureaucracy of having the taxi drivers have to purchase their own cars, and it was a franchise model. So Uber removed the franchise model, cleaned it out. Now they don't even own any cars, you guys. Tesla did something similar with the electrical car industry. Guys, if you think about how simple a Tesla is, they only have 19 moving parts in the entire car. And typical cars have hundreds of moving parts. They're prone to failure, and as you guys know, they break down quite a bit. Airbnb did the same thing. They took over the hotel industry, and they don't even own a hotel. So let's look at the real estate model versus the eXp model, okay? So over here, we have the typical broker franchise. You have the owner. Let's say this is Dave Liniger, the owner of RE/MAX, right? Well, he's getting paid across the whole globe with RE/MAX, so he's a smart guy. He has regions that help manage the franchise owners, right? So then, like in my area, the franchise owner over here his name is John. He owns about, I don't even know how many offices, like 23 offices around here. He has 1,200 agents. And then what he has to do is he has to employ a boatload of office staff. You know, he has to have multiple leases, copiers, phone systems, maintenance, desk fees. He charges all of his agents and team leaders all these fees. We have to pay recruiters. So it's a very complex and spendy model, okay? Over here, eXp, we're a cloud-based company. We cleared it all out, guys. We simplified it. We put the agent in the driver's seat. Now we're getting our commissions, and it's just us and eXp. No need for this anymore, guys. It's 2019. What are we doing? We don't need that. So I saw the light immediately. I started preparing to move over, and I'm glad I did. Now, just because we didn't, just because we don't have a bunch of bureaucracy and a bunch of offices doesn't mean we don't get anything for our money, right? So the cloud campus, we have no desk fees, no franchise fees. We work from anywhere in the US. We cut the overhead by the brick and mortar. We earn company stocks when we just sell houses. The things we do normally, we just get shares, okay? Now we get dollar amount to purchase shares. So we'll cover that in a little bit. So currently we've been in since September, and me and my wife have almost 300 shares of stock, okay? We get paid at closing. eXp shares its profits with the agents. So about 40 to 50% of all the revenues that come into eXp is paid back to the agents. And we have an online interface which we can view and look at all of our commission. It's super organized. Access to transaction coordinators if you want to hire them. We contract with SkySlopes now, so that's pretty sweet. And we do not have to charge our clients admin fees, but if you'd like to, you can charge the fee and collect it for your own personal expenses to help pay your expenses, okay? Putting you in control. We also we contract with Regus Office Suites. So in my local area here, there's about 10 or 12 locations that I can use. And I also use my home office quite a bit. I use coffee shops, libraries. I partner with my vendors. So my title companies, my loan officers, they're begging me to come in and use their office because they know we bring clients. So, and then pretty much our work is done out in the field anyway. So I don't sit in an office for 4 or 5 hours a day, okay? If you're curious about what Regus is like, here is a quick video. And it's a 10-second video, so I hope it's not too long for you guys. We can use their business lounge area for free. Conference rooms, they're gonna range anywhere from $85 to, or $75 to $85 depending on the size. $39 for a small conference room. And if you want to have a dedicated office, those are around $300 to $600 a month depending on the size and location. No contracts, guys, so you can just do it for 1 month if you need to. All right, moving on. Live training. So instead of going to a Las Vegas training or driving to my office every single Tuesday, we log into the cloud and we're able to attend agent trainings all day long. And there's about 20 hours of training per week. So don't let anyone tell you that, oh, eXp's, you're not going to get any support here, because it's a complete bull, okay? I could sit there from 7 a.m. to noon and just do straight up training if I wanted to. All right, now we're getting to the money section, guys. So here we go. Just for selling real estate, you get stock awards to purchase stock. So when you close your first transaction, you get $200 towards stock. When you hit your cap, you get $400 towards stock. If you have an agent join eXp, you get $400 towards stock. This is accumulated every single month, and they pay it out and buy stock at the end of the month. That's why we have almost 300 shares already, okay? Now, once you hit your cap, right, you can actually sell a number of more transactions and get $16,000 back in stock, okay? We'll cover that in more detail if there's time later, but this is what we call our Icon Agent Award. Essentially, we can do business here, and if we're producers, we can get all of our money back, and they actually pay us to work here. We don't pay them. So it's a beautiful thing. All right, now the last thing you can do with stock is you can enroll in the Agent Equity Program, which means every time you do a closing, you're able to buy stock at at a 20% discount. And so I think that's a pretty slick deal, because we know how great agents are, such great savers and investors that they wouldn't need this, right? Give me a break. So moving on, real-time support. Again, we have quick on-demand support. In the cloud, you can just walk in and get support, whether it's tech support, questions on your commission. SkySlope off can help you just set up your, make sure everything's on time for your closings. And they're available at 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to show you what the world looks like, you guys. Now, we purchased this company, this tech company where we can host in the world, in the cloud. And eXp has about 300 employees working to support us agents around the US. And I've talked to them. They're pretty awesome and friendly, and they actually speak English. Here is a quick video of what the world looks like. And I can tell you guys, it's kind of crazy. You have to set up your own avatar. You can use your microphone. You can walk up and just talk to people. You can have private meetings in the cloud campus. And then you just log in. You can see the training schedules for the day. You can go into tech support and talk to anyone. And then they host live trainings here in the auditorium. And there's tons of ways you can plug in and learn. I'll move on because I don't want to have you guys get bored. All right, eXp solutions. So there's more tools for your productivity. We have Enterprise, which is our main hub that just organizes everything so you can see it all in one place. We work with Facebook. It's called Facebook Workplace. It's a business collaboration. We use SkySlope for transaction management. And the coolest part is we get access to KV Core platform for free, built into our expenses here at eXp. Guys, this is like a $600 a month platform. It is web IDX, smart CRM. We can manage our listings here. We can manage our track transactions, and we can use it for lead generation and SEO. And you can pump this thing as much as you want. If you're a lead generation team, you can leverage this for your whole team. Okay, so this is included for free. A lot of agents don't quite believe that when they hear it. All right. Joining eXp, this is what it's like. The startup cost is just 150 bucks. Moving on after that, you have a $50 a month tech fee. You have a $35 a month university fee. All right, so really it's $85 a month to hold your license with eXp. And of course you have to do all your other stuff like, local MLS dues for your MLS, things like that. But it's super affordable to hold your license here. And that's another why a lot of agents are coming on board, because they're tired of paying these huge desk fees. Like I think we were paying $700 a month with Remax, and we just didn't use the office enough, and it didn't make a lot of sense. There's a broker review fee, which is per transaction, and then the risk management fee, which is per transaction, okay? Now the split just goes like this, 80-20 split until you hit your $16,000 cap. After that, you get 100% of your commission for the rest of the year until the next year, your anniversary. So pretty cool. Now, after you hit your cap and you go into 100% commission, you don't just have no expenses. Now, what you do is you pay on your following 20 transactions, you pay a $250 capped transaction fee, okay? You do that for the next 20 closings, then you become an icon agent, okay? Remember we talked about getting all your $16,000 in stock? That is how you become an icon agent, okay? Now, we can go into more details on question and answers if you guys want to look at that, but imagine this. What if there is a way to build a real estate sales organization inside of a framework like the cloud we have here that allows you to keep selling real estate and leverage your sales team for lasting residual income, but without the liability, without having a huge brokerage, without investing in offices and hiring, managers and all these things. Guys, this is what eXp is, all right? So we're going to talk about the real money maker, which is revenue share, all right? Now, when you introduce agents into eXp, they pay you a bunch of different ways. So simply put, here's a simple example. Let's say you bring in an agent and they sell a house for $300,000. They earn a 2.7% commission. Now you only get $283, but once they keep selling houses, because hopefully your agents are selling more than one home, right? you're going to keep getting these checks up to $2,800 each year. Okay. And guys, what you have to understand is that the revenue share is paid through company dollars. The 20% that's getting paid to eXp, it's coming out of that. It doesn't come out of anyone's commission, and it doesn't reduce anyone's commission. It's paid out of the 20%, not the 80%. So I hope you guys understand that, because that is key. Okay. Now, you're not going to just, sign up one agent. You're going to keep introducing. So on your first level, all right, you're going to get $2,800 for each agent you sign up with eXp. Now, when they start signing up agents, they do the same thing, but they pay up to $3,200 for your second tier. All right. So this is currently what my team looks like pretty much right now. And if I can help all my agents cap, I'll be making a nice little chunk of change for that year. Okay. Now, maybe on my second year, I build it, right? So I have 5 agents here, and I build 10 agents down to my second level. Guys, that's $3,800 a month. That pays for my house payment, and I live in a $600,000 house. So that would make a huge difference in my life. I know it would make a huge difference in most of you guys' life as well. So guys, this is just the beginning. This is going to be, my goal is to hit this on my first year by far and surpass this. And we're going to keep going, because we don't pay through 2 levels. This thing pays through 7 levels of compensation. So as you go down in tier 3, you get paid $2,000, $1,200, and then the 7th level, you get $4,000 per agent. And this is every single year. Okay. Now, the only key about this is, in order to unlock your second level, you have to have had 5 agents sponsored. Okay. You can't just come in here and never do anything, and then the whole thing grows. You won't make that kind of money. Okay. You have to keep recruiting agents over the years. So maybe it takes you 2 or 3 years to get 10 agents, but now you're getting paid on 3 levels of compensation. And you could be getting paid now on 50 to 100 transactions per month, per year. I don't know how it would work, but the mathematics are crazy with this. That's why this thing's growing so fast. It's growing at 1,000 to 1,500 agents per month. And so this, guys, is a way for you to retire from real estate. There's agents making tens of thousands of dollars a month because they've just got in the game earlier than I did. I've only been in since September, and they're raking in this revenue share on top of their commissions, right? So I know one gentleman who's been in it since like 2013, 2012. And he just helped build his team. Guys, he's got like 6,000 agents in eXp. And he's making way over $1 million a year with that. Okay. And so this thing is in its beginning stages. Like Keller Williams, now they have like, I don't know, 160,000 agents. Guys, we have 16,000 agents currently, and we're growing 60 times faster than Keller. And to me, that makes me super pumped, right? Even though it's kind of late tonight. It's like, I don't know if you guys are on the webinar where you guys are at in the US, but hopefully I try to make it quick enough for you guys. Now I just want to recap. So what does eXp offer, right? It allows you to be an agent owner, which is unheard of, because at your other brokerage, like with me, I invited agents to RE/MAX. I achieved high awards, never got compensated, let alone like even a thank you. Okay. We have super low overhead and attractive splits. If you're productive here, you really don't pay any splits, right? Participate in this huge industry shift. And I know you guys feel it coming. Think about this. Redfin, we've all been hearing about the buzz, right? For the last 4 years, 5 years, Redfin, so great. Guys, I don't know one Redfin agent, not one. You know why? Because they're kind of like part-time agents who don't have the courage to go out there and make a full commission. I don't know them. And we're growing so fast, we're going to make Redfin look like a dinosaur model, guys. And so we don't have to give away our commission either. We're able to earn company stocks. Don't forget about that. And then the main reason why people come in is because of the revenue share. and you can leverage eXp. You can use their framework. You can build this inside of something that's already here, and you don't have to go out there and risk it and building a huge broker or a small indie broker. And, you know, with all the industries moving towards technology, guys, I don't know why anyone would own an individual broker and risk everything with these high leases and go out there. When agents move around so much, it is such a gamble, guys. All right. The growth opportunity with eXp is unprecedented. Like I said, we're growing 60 times faster than Keller. And for those of you guys who are have a team or you want to build a team, it's great for teams. It's great for solo agents, and it's great for brokers, and even investors are moving over, because an investor might do only 6 to 10 deals a year, but he doesn't want to pay astronomical desk fees. And he doesn't want to pay all this extra bloated fees that he's forced to pay with typical brokers. So guys, I hope I answered a lot of your questions about this model. The next step, what you want to do if you're interested, is just reach out to us and shoot us a message, an email, whatever you want to do. This link on the bottom here called Join eXp Realty, you click on the link and it essentially brings you to their sign up page. And this does not start your license transfer. It doesn't notify anybody. Basically, all you do is you apply as an agent, and this gets your foot in the door, get your name on the list, and they do check your license, making sure you're not having lawsuits against you. What you have to do though is you put your information in here, and you also have to name a sponsor. All right. So we're one of the leaders who are building this thing. And for example, you know, if you wanted to work with me and Blanca and partner with us and do this thing together and do webinars and really build it, you would want to name us as your sponsor right here. And then how are you first contacted, you know, whatever, webinar. But really, I think it deserves a conversation. So just reach out, and love to chat with you guys. So we're Sean and Blanca. I want you guys, if you're watching the video, to make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Or if you like, if you'd rather check us out on Instagram, we do post a lot, and we're super active with video. And so here's our Instagram feed. And my wife's trying to tell me something. What do you? Let me see. Well, they're on YouTube. A lot, the participants are on YouTube right now. And I think Jesse's here. Hey, what's going on, man? How do I pay for advertising the houses? Let me look. I'm hooking you guys up on YouTube, so hold on. Basically, Jesse, for advertising the houses, we put it on the MLS, and it goes through the largest distribution of advertising in the US, because it goes on the MLS and then just goes everywhere. So that's kind of just like real estate 101, going on the MLS, and it just advertises, unless you were referring to something else. Not sure, but I'm glad you're here, man. Oh, how do I get paid? I'm sorry, man. So what we do is, when we sell a house, I'm going to break it down on the webinar here. I'm going to open up a calculator. Let's say you sell a house for whatever, 350 grand. And you're helping out with the buyer, right? You're going to get paid a 2.7 commission, right? So you've made $9,400, okay? But you're going to pay eXp 20% of that on your first few deals, right? So you're going to pay, you're going to keep this much. So you're going to keep 80% of that. So you're going to keep $7,500, and the rest will be paid towards eXp. And that is an 80-20 split, okay? After you hit your cap, you're going to 100% commission, and you just keep the $9,400. And then you don't pay cap until the following year, right? So that's those kind of the details that we're going to want to talk about one-on-one. And it's just easier that way in person, because you live in my area anyway. So, you guys have any other questions You can shoot another question here. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it quits. So, all right, guys, follow us on social, connect with us, and we're gonna be doing this every single Tuesday night, like clockwork, eXp webinars. We're also gonna be doing lunch and learns at really fun places here in the metropolitan area. We're gonna build this thing. So guys, peace out, talk to you later.